Welcome to episode 143 of Build Your House Yourself University by BYHYU. I'm your host and fellow student, Michelle Nelson, and together we'll learn the basics of home design and construction and demystify the building process so we can build quality dream homes with or without a general contractor. Most of us will include tiles in several rooms in our homes. Tiles in the kitchen and bathroom are most common. But new homes today might have tile as the main flooring in our living rooms, on fireplace surrounds, as a feature wall, or as outdoor flooring, as a material that will repeatedly be used in our homes, and as a material that could potentially be pretty expensive. The last thing we want to do is invest in tile that's no longer in style. As with everything, going for classic favorites that have stood the test of time is always a safe bet. But choosing materials that are classic, interesting, and current all at the same time makes the most sense for the longevity of our design and for the resale of our homes. So let's talk about 13 current tile trends. Number 1, subway tile with a twist. Subway tile has been around for decades, and it will undoubtedly be around for decades more. Standard 3 by 6 inch white ceramic subway tile with white grout is classic, but frankly, a little boring. Trending now is subway tiles in different sizes that are larger or smaller than the standard 3 by 6 inch tile. Long, narrow subway tiles and miniature subway tiles are a fresh alternative to ordinary subway tile. And instead of installing them in the usual horizontal way, subway tiles are being applied vertically or in a herringbone pattern, which is an unexpected twist that adds impact and interest. There's still a place for a ceramic subway tile, but going into 2019, we're seeing lots of subway tile in glass, marble, and other natural stones. Even if homeowners and designers are choosing classic white ceramic subway tiles, they're pairing those white tiles with bold, contrasting grout colors like medium gray, charcoal gray, and black. People are also selecting subway tiles that have some dimension, which is another unexpected variation of the typical flat subway tile. Number 2, neutrals and muted colors. It's not that there's no room for brightly colored tiles in today's new homes, but the vast majority of spaces will have tiles in neutral grays, tans, taupes, white, cream, and black. Gone are the days when bright, multicolored, 1 by 1 inch glass mosaic tiles were on every kitchen backsplash and in every bathroom. Remember those bright glass mosaics? They're fun, but they're also very 2002. Colors in today's tiles are more sophisticated and muted. Colors like rust instead of bright orange, midnight blue instead of electric blue, and deep emerald green instead of bright Kelly green. If you love those very bright colors, those 1 by 1 inch tiles could still be used in limited places, like maybe fun, playful areas such as a swimming pool, or as an accent strip in a child's bathroom, but stick mostly with muted tones and neutrals. Speaking of glass tiles, number 3 is glass tiles, but not the glass tiles from the early 2000s. We just hinted about this. Glass tiles can still be seen in new homes, but they're not the 1 by 1 inch glass tiles from 2 decades ago. Looking forward, we'll be seeing larger glass tiles, shaped like subway tiles, or as smaller, more narrow rectangles, hexagons, and other shapes. Glass tiles in neutral and muted colors mixed with natural stone or metallic tiles are especially on trend. They look great both in kitchens and bathrooms. Number 4, subtle patterns and textures. Going into 2019, many ceramic and porcelain tiles are demonstrating subtle tone-on-tone textures and patterns, such as a linen texture, which resembles linen fabric, slightly raised serpentine patterns, tone-on-tone linear patterns, and distressed surfaces. Number 5, extending tile from inside to outdoors. As indoor-outdoor spaces become more and more popular, designers and homeowners are choosing to extend indoor tile to adjacent outdoor areas. That way, when patio doors are open, there's a seamless extension from the indoor space to the outside. Wood look or stone look porcelain tiles will often be used in this application. Just to be sure that any tiles or grout used on outdoor patios and balconies are made for outdoor use. Speaking of wood tiles, they are still going strong in shades of deep espresso to medium brown to light beachy tan, taupe, and also distressed white. There are even some wood tiles in deeper shades of blue. Wood look tiles are not only being used for floors, but for accent walls. To learn more about wood look tiles, take a listen to episode 66. Number 6, geometric shapes. While the vast majority of tiles are rectangular and square in shape, tiles with other geometric shapes are being seen in today's new homes. Tiles are being cut into shapes like hexagons, diamonds, V-shaped chevrons, and arabesque, which is like a combination circle and diamond. These specialty shapes can be used anywhere, and depending upon the colors and materials used for the tiles, these shapes can work in vintage and traditional spaces, contemporary spaces, and everything in between. Number 7, bold patterns. I know I just told you that tiles with subtle patterns are on trend, but so are bold patterns. Graphic patterns that were originally seen in encaustic and cement tiles are being reproduced in more practical and economical ceramic and porcelain tiles. Traditional encaustic tiles have patterns made in the body of the tile with different colors of clay. To mimic that, these new patterned porcelain and ceramic tiles usually have 2 to 3 colors, but we sometimes see as many as 6 colors. Other patterns, such as florals, are also on the market. I love these bold tiles in smaller, less formal spaces, like powder bathrooms, mudrooms, and laundry rooms. These tiles can be used on floors or on walls as an alternative to wallpaper. Take a look at the show notes for examples of these encaustic-like patterned tiles. Number 8, water jet mosaics. Water jet mosaics are fancy tiles that come in intricate, curvy, and sharp detailed patterns. A computerized water jet machine cuts these intricate shapes from a wide variety of materials, including natural stone, porcelain, and glass. Water jet mosaics are often more expensive than other tiles and are typically used in smaller areas or as accent tile. Number 9, matte finishes. We've been seeing matte finishes on many surfaces in houses for several years now, from matte countertops to matte wood floors to matte cabinetry and hardware. Tiles are following that matte trend. A bonus in choosing matte tile is that it's generally more slip resistant and stain resistant than glossy tile. The matte tile, many sites say, don't show watermarks as readily as glossy tiles, but keep in mind that the tile color you choose will also have a lot to do with how stain resistant any tile will be. Dark tiles tend to show dried watermarks, soap scum, lint, and dust more than lighter tiles. Before you purchase either matte or glossy tiles, take a sample home and test it. Run samples under water and let them dry to see how prominent or faint watermarks are. Then take a bar of soap and scribble on each tile to see which sample hides the soap mark best. Finally, spray bathroom cleaner on each sample and see which comes out cleanest with the least amount of work and with the fewest visible streaks. Number 10, large format tiles. Just 15 years ago, it was unusual to find tiles that were larger than 12 inches. Today, the technical definition of a large format tile is any tile with one side that's 15 inches or larger. Large tiles usually come in squares and rectangles, in ceramic, porcelain, and natural stone options. They can be used on walls and floors and have great visual impact because they have fewer visible grout seams. This makes spaces feel larger. Fewer grout lines also makes large format tiles easier to keep clean. Using large format tiles horizontally will create an illusion of a wider space. And to make your walls feel taller, apply large format tiles vertically. 12-inch by 24-inch tiles are a very popular size, but tiles come even larger, as you probably know. Because large format tiles have such a broad, uninterrupted surface, they're great mimics for other materials, such as concrete and natural stone. Although large format tiles can be used on floors, they're usually not the best choice for shower floors. Mosaics and smaller tiles work best for shower floors. That's because smaller tiles allow the installer to properly slope the shower floor toward the drain. You need tiles that are small enough to angle and create a small decline. It's difficult to apply large format tiles to a sloped floor. Number 11, metallic tiles in silvery steel colors, copper, bronze, gold, and even metallic black are now on trend. These tiles might look great on a contemporary fireplace around, or on a feature wall in a room that you want to give a contemporary, edgy, or masculine vibe. Number 12, same material, different tiles. One of the biggest trends is using multiple tiles in different shapes, sizes, and patterns, but all made of the same material. This is especially popular in bathrooms. Many homeowners and designers are using the same white marble tile throughout the bathroom, but mixing up the shapes on the floor, walls, and shower area. For example, you can use large format rectangular marble tiles for the shower walls, with tiles made of the same marble cut into small hexagons for the shower floor, and a third mosaic tile in the same marble as a tile rug or as an accent wall. Using all one tile material gives bathrooms a sophisticated, consistent look, and the different tile shapes and sizes makes the space pop. And number 13, three-dimensional tiles. Traditionally, tiles have been 2D, meaning they could be measured in 2 dimensions, length and width. Raised tiles with 3 dimensions have been seen in the last several years and are still trending. Sometimes they have simple shapes, like subway tiles, but many raised 3-dimensional tiles come in irregular shapes with waves and angles. So, those are 13 tile trends that you can consider for your new home. It's not about doing what everyone else does. You should choose materials that you think are beautiful, but it doesn't hurt to know what's trending. Many of those trends will appeal to a number of different tastes. Take a look at the show notes to see examples of what appeals to you. If you've just stumbled upon this podcast, you might want to go ahead and subscribe to it so new episodes will automatically be downloaded to your device. That way, you won't have to remember the name of the show or our release date. To subscribe, search BYHYU, BYHYU, select the show, and hit the subscribe button. If you have an iPhone, you can say to Siri, subscribe me to Build Your House Yourself University podcast. And she will. Well, that's all I have for you this week. I hope you found this episode helpful, and I hope you'll join me next time for another episode of Build Your House Yourself University. BYHYU. Please remember that the purpose of this podcast is simply to educate and inform. It's not a substitute for professional advice. The information that you hear is based only on the opinions, research, and experiences of my guests and myself. That information might be incomplete, it's subject to change, and it may not apply to your project. In addition, building codes and requirements vary from region to region, so always consult a professional about specific recommendations for your home.